Hey guys, so today we're going to be finally filming a setup video. I know you guys have been asking for it for quite some time, even though I feel like I'm totally unqualified to be doing this, and I really don't know as much as you maybe think I know. I will try my best, okay? So I am filming this on an external camera with no mic. It might sound a little weird as well, as you are very close to my face. I hope you don't mind this, and I might accidentally look at myself. Listen, shit is happening. So before I do get into it, I want to reiterate to you guys when I film this that you don't need this stuff to start a channel. I started my channel with my cell phone. I recorded myself with my cell phone, my mic was my cell phone, and I recorded my gameplay with my PlayStation 4. So you really don't need this stuff to start your own channel yourself, and I think some of you might be looking at my setup and thinking that this is maybe what you need, all of this more professional stuff, a nice mic, a nice camera, blah, blah, blah. You don't need that. You don't need that. What you really need is yourself, to be honest. As your creator, you are the reason people follow you. You just being your genuine, authentic self and honest with your viewers and actually enjoying the work that you put out, the content that you're filming, the video games you're playing, or etc. Whatever you actually choose to do, if you're vlogging, stuff like that. As long as you are just true to yourself, your community will be built on that alone. That is the foundation of what your channel will actually become. So I'm probably going to reiterate this a couple times that you don't need all of this stuff. You really fucking don't, believe me. I didn't even start getting most of it until the end of this year. And yeah, that's only because I had the means to be able to. I went as long as I could without upgrading until it drove me crazy. So you just don't need it, guys. I just want to make sure that nobody ends up wasting time or money or feeling pressured into you need all of this, etc. things to make good content. You really don't. You need yourself and your personality. That is what people care about. Do we get started? Obviously, as a background, this has nothing to really do with the actual technological setup, but you know, I gotta showcase the plants. You guys, these were tiny little babies. I'm sure some of you actually remember. They were so little and cute when I look at past footage or whatever, like when I'm making a montage video and I need to gather some of it. When I see these and how small they were, it's just like, I don't know, it's heartwarming. Like my babies, they've grown so effing much. This plant it's just everywhere. I don't even know where the hell it's going anymore. And I actually have this shelf over here that you guys probably don't see very often. And I'm hoping this one will just slowly grow down the wall, which is exciting. I've got all the artwork. This is by Crowsmack. This one's by Crowsmack as well. And this one I would have to look up. But this is the part that you guys actually care about, which is the setup itself. As you can see, so I just recently got all of this soundproofing and I wanted to make somewhat of a design, and yes, this drives me crazy that this is white and it's not black, okay? I realize that as well. You don't need to comment about it, I know, but I bought those before I bought all of this soundproofing, and white was the better option. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can't wait to just get those in black one day, but it's irrelevant, it's pointless. And I really needed that because I had a lot of an echo in this room. Even though I do have carpet on the floor, it was kind of bothering me. One thing I do want to say for sure, guys, is make sure it is flame retardant, because a lot of the companies will either lie to you, first of all, or they won't say anything about it. And essentially, if you just take one little bit of a light, one little spark, the whole thing will light up and catch fire. Don't let the cheaper soundproofing scam you, because that's why it's cheaper, guys. You don't want that though in your house. It's kind of scary to have, especially around all this electricity. Of course, we have the two staples. They're always on my desk. I have coffee and sparkling water, always. So moving over from that, I do have a ring light over here and just a standard light. These are good. I really like this ring light, but I don't like what it does to my glasses and the glare and all that crap. So moving over, before I forget, I do have a Secret Lab Omega chair. I got this on a whim, guys. So I was using like a pretty shitty chair before this. And as a lot of you know, I have scoliosis, I have a bad back, so it was killing me to sit and film for long periods of time. So basically I ended up researching gaming chairs, but I don't really like the race car style-esque, like when it's too much. I just don't care for the design. And I came across this one. It was getting amazing reviews at the time, and I will hands down tell you this chair is fucking fantastic. I do obviously put a little blanket underneath it because I want my butt to be warm, okay? But aside from that, this chair is fucking amazing. I have no complaints. It was very costly, I will say that as well, but it's worth the cost, guys, especially when it comes to your back and sitting for long periods of time when I'm filming games all day, when I'm editing all day. I mean, I'm in this chair constantly, 24/7. It's worth it. So then next up, I'm sure you guys are wondering about my camera that I use. So I very recently actually got this camera. I know that I needed it. It was about time. This is the Sony a6400. This is kind of, I feel like it could be considered overkill for what I do, but at the same time, it wasn't as pricey as you see some cameras to be. And this thing is fucking awesome. You can flip up the screen so you can make sure, okay, you're still recording as you're filming. I do have the Gato cam link that is set up to it. I've just hid the wire. So it basically functions as a webcam. As for the lens, I just basically use what was in the kit because it comes in handy, being able to completely zoom out and completely zoom into your face. Some of them are way nicer than this. They're very expensive. I think this one is just, yeah, it's a 16 to 50 OSS. Some of them are naturally very close to your face and you don't have the option of zooming, which they look beautiful because you get this nice bokeh blur in the background. But then it has to be so far back from the actual person that you're filming or content that you're filming, and I just don't have very much space. Like, as you can see, this is still, there's still a gap from the wall as well, but I just didn't have that. And I feel like this really comes in handy when I want to zoom out, do an unboxing or something as well. I just don't get that nice blurry background as often as I would like, but that's okay. And you can probably see over here that I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit with, and I use Streamlabs OBS to record and stream with. As for my monitor, I actually got the LG. I am just reading this off of what I ordered, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's such a long fucking product name. It's an LG 27-inch 4K UHD, IPS LED monitor. Yeah, so I got this one because it was highly rated for editing footage. I basically got this one because it was perfect for editing footage. 4K, it's fucking beautiful, guys. My only dislike with this monitor is there is no external speakers. You have to have headphones for this because you can only hear audio internally, essentially, which, I mean, it's not a big deal, honestly. My second monitor is the very original one that I have started with. It is an Asus. I don't honestly remember what type it is, but it's not that great, guys. I mean, it's just not that great. So I'm sure you guys are also wondering, what am I filming on right now? It's the Canon G7X. It's a lightweight, tiny little camera that you can kind of bring with you traveling. I love it. I think it's great. It takes great pictures. It takes great video footage. Is it, oh my God, worthy? Is it like amazingly great footage? I wouldn't say so, but every vlog video you have seen of me traveling is with this camera, so you can kind of put into perspective how it looks as well. Obviously, my other camera, the Sony a6400, would do so much better with filming, but it's heavier as well as it was expensive, and I don't want to travel with it just in case kind of thing. It worries me. I'm like paranoid about that, so I'd rather break the Canon G7X than the a6400 100%. I do use the Razer Hammerhead Pro V2 earbuds, and I love these things. I bought them like multiple times. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ever gonna end up changing. I don't wanna zoom in on them because they're kind of fucking dirty, so we don't need to see that. You guys don't need to see that. But yeah, I love them. The sound is fucking great on these. I love the color of them being green. You know, I'm obsessed with that color. The only complaint I would say is it was kind of tough trying to get my ears used to them. The design around the side part. When you first get it, it's a little scratchy. I don't really know why they chose to have it be like that. You can tell that I've worn them out. Like, they've knocked together over and over again, and it's kind of taken the paint off. After a while, I stopped noticing that as well. I don't know what that means, but I just think as a design perspective, they really maybe shouldn't have the rough edges. That's the only other complaint that I could see maybe you guys not liking. But overall, I love these. They sound great. The mic sounds great. They work for me. They don't bundle up into a tiny knot when you carry them around. So aside from these, I do have the Razer Synosa Chroma keyboard. I put some shit on it over here that you guys are probably like, why did you do that? Whatever. Mic, I do have a lot to say. So this is the Blue Yeti Pro. And yes, I have taped over this button because I got sick of the red light blinking in my face. The arm, everything is basically by Blue Yeti because their mics are quite heavy as well as very specific shape. You kind of almost need their products to go all together. So starting out, I actually had just the normal Blue Yeti. You don't need to get a Blue Yeti Pro unless you plan on using an audio interface. I feel like it would be overkill. It is a bit more pricey. I mean, it sounds fucking fantastic, but it's not necessary to get something like this off the bat. It is a condenser mic. To me, it sounds crisp, but it also sounds deep as well. It's not too far on each end of the spectrum to where it's overly crisp or it's overly muddy. But I will say this, without having an audio interface, I have the ID4, for example, which so far is great. I have no experience really with it. I just got it about, say, like 2 to 3 weeks ago. But basically, without the audio interface, the Blue Yeti Pro could not perform at its best. I could still hear the hum and the hiss in the background of using a USB related mic, and I fucking hated that. It made me want to go crazy every time I edited something. So that's kind of why I say if you're gonna get the Pro, then you need the audio interface as well. But again, like I said, I don't think that you need this nice of a mic starting out. You don't even need most of this stuff when you start making content or you start filming Let's Plays. It's just overkill. As you can see, this is my calendar that I clearly don't use. I end up using a planner for half the shit that I do, but it's there to look at and to remember that it is fucking December, guys. So last but not least is my PC, which I'm sure you guys are wondering about as well. I'm going to fully disclose to you that I don't really know shit about PCs, okay? Even though I built my own. I actually built it, I think, back in the beginning of 2018 with the Discord community. It was really fun to put together as well, but I essentially went into my local computer store, which is fucking awesome. It was Micro Center, and told the guy, this is what I need. Please help me. I don't know. Is it the best of the best? No, I'm sure it's not, but it does its job, and that's what I care about. So from what I know, the processor is an Intel Core i7. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 graphics card, and an H370 Aorus gaming motherboard. I am more than likely forgetting something. I feel like I'm gonna turn on this camera and remember in a little bit. Maybe I should have said that, but yeah, that's pretty much what I use on the regular. I'm sorry if this seemed a bit unprofessional or unknowledgeable. Most of this stuff I have learned all by myself. It's things that I have obtained over time, like my own research. When it comes to the PC itself, like, I'll admit, I don't really know shit about shit, and I still know that I need to upgrade things in that PC, so as time goes on, I'm going to be swapping out products as well. But lastly, we cannot forget the last and final thing that is very important to this setup. It's the man himself, guys. This is a very important part of filming on a daily. To have the barks. Oh my god, you can see me. Hello! To have the barks in every episode. And boy, is he fucking loud all the time. All the time, huh? Yes, you're so loud. Oh my god, his face is so mushy, guys. I know. Believe it or not, that tiny little baby gate holds this monster of a dog out of the room. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You want to show him all the tricks that you can do. All right, let's see if we can get him to do it. Luka, roll. Good boy. Oh, wait, you missed. You missed 3 times. Touch. Oh, shit. Yeah, good job. Look how excited. Stand. Yes, good boy. Sit. Good boy. Speak. Speak. Good boy. Good boys. Yeah. Okay. My favorite one, guys, that I taught him. I know this has nothing to do with the setup, but I don't care. Luka, back. Back. Yes, good boy. Circle. Good boy. Circle. Oh, he got halfway. He says, I don't know if I want to turn. Luka, that's not how you circle. All right, guys, so I really hope that that was something for you all, even though it was unprofessional, and you can see, oh my God, it's just his stub of a tail. Yeah, it's something. It's something, right? You got a nice little setup tour that you were asking for quite some time. Again, like I said, I want to make sure you know that it's not this equipment that makes your channel. The basic foundation of what you create is yourself. Your genuine and honest self with your community is what builds everything and what pulls everybody together. It's not how much money you invest in all of this stuff behind the scenes. The only reason why I'm capable of having this stuff and upgrading the quality of my content is because of my community believing in me and supporting me and allowing me to slowly upgrade things off camera. So I really want you to know you don't need this stuff. If any of you were thinking that you did, please, you really don't. Make sure to check out the links in the description, leave a like if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, guys.